Welcome, Aries. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Not sure what to call this video because it came to me through my meditation that I wasn't going to be, but rather saying goodbye to 2018 and inviting in 2019. So 2018, we had the full moon on the 22nd. So as we walk through the rest of this year until January the 6th, we will be in, that energy of the full moon, of completions, of endings, of healing. In order to truly embrace the power, the intense power of the solar eclipse on the 6th and be totally prepared for it. So for you, when we look at the astrology, we are looking at, where we need to make changes in our home, where we live, perhaps, the people we live with, our families. And in order for us to really focus on where we want to go in our work, in our career, in our jobs, and what defines us as a person, maybe it is more of what you do in the community. So over the next 2 weeks, we're going to look at the energy, and we're going to look at, um, a hint, hopefully, at the end of the solar eclipse coming in and where our focus changes. That card bounced, and I have to look at it because I'm not sure if I'm putting it in the deck right. Yeah. Look what bounced. The devil. The devil was trying to come out. The phoenix rising out through the. Sorry. The phoenix rising out of the ashes. Rebirth. So if you want to know what your new year, your 2019, what you are stepping into, it is definitely about your rebirth. So a phoenix is a bird that has great wisdom, great knowledge, great magic, and as it reaches the end of its life, it bursts into flames. And from the ashes of the phoenix rises the baby phoenix with all of that knowledge, and then to grow even more knowledge, wisdom, and be even stronger in its magic. So that's who you are going into 2019. So that is incredible all on its own. Let's put that back into the deck now. Oh my goodness. Well, the cards are all just going to be falling out. So we have the Hermit now. Hermit flew right out and said, this is the time. This is the time to really say, this is where I am. This is what I have to work with. These are my talents. These are my abilities. This is what I want to do. This is where I want to grow. This is where I want to learn. This is what I want my home and family to look like. This is where I want my tomorrow to go. This is where I want my career to transform. This is where I want to be more part of the community. More of a part of a community. The hermit is one who goes into the desert, into the cave, and says, this is where I am. These are the things that led up to me getting here, and this is where I want to go. And how do I do that? What is the plan? Now, on January the 1st, we have the sun actually conjuncting with Saturn. So the sun will be crossing over Saturn in Capricorn, which is your 10th house, which is work. So it's really about making the plan for where you want to go going forward. It's not necessarily about stepping into it right now, but it's definitely about making the plan. So when you have that solar eclipse, which will be in Capricorn, which will be in your 10th house, which will be in work and career, who you are in the community or who you are in the world. This is the time when you are making that list, when you are really thinking about what is needed. Do I need to work on a new resume? Do I need to polish the old one up? Do I need to go and educate, grab some education somewhere? Find a mentor. Do I need to broaden my horizons and the people that are in my life? New people, new opportunities, new experiences, perhaps. Are there groups already that I can join into and tap into their knowledge, and they can tap into mine? We can all learn something new together. We can all co-create together. So the Hermit's really asking you to take some time for yourself and really think things through. More people put more time into planning their next vacation than they do in their life plan sometimes. And this is a time to really make the plan. To really, and on top of that, okay, Mars, I believe, moves in January the 1st, moves into your sign. So you are on fire. You're ready to go forward. You're ready to move ahead in the direction that you want. I mean, the energy is really lining up for you to make some significant commitments that are really going to change your life if you want, if you desire. I mean, you have to do the action. Nobody else can do it for you. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the commitment. But wow, the energy is so strong for you. And I think even Jupiter on January the 1st is making maybe a semi sextile to Saturn and the Sun. So, and Jupiter is all about the expansion of your happiness, your abundance, the things that you have, the joy in your life. And it could be in your spirituality as well, since it is sitting in your, no, it's not sitting in your 12th, it's sitting in your ninth house. So it's about the adventure. Silly me. It's about the adventure. This is why I'm not an astrologist. It's about the adventure. What is the adventure that you want to step into? Where do you want to go? What places do you could go on a world trip this following year, really, when you're looking at work, career, and learning from different hands-on learning about different cultures, different languages, different viewpoints. Or you can surf the net and probably get the same experience in a modified form. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. We have the Seven of Cups. Oh, there is so much to choose. There is so much, really, the next couple of weeks, you really, until January the 6th, you really want to think things through of what you truly want to have in your life, of what is no longer needed in your life. There may be changes in your home, in your family, in your routine. There could be, this could be new inspirations coming in, new opportunities coming in that you are contemplating, not necessarily stepping into. This is all about having the choices yet, not narrowing it down to just one avenue. So, but we really need to think about it in order to define what the true path forward should look like. We have the Ace of Wands. Understanding where the balance needs to be. So maybe there's conversations you need to have with the people in your world in order to feel the balance, in order to bring in the balance. Maybe you are doing things for other people that you need to pull back on in order to put more energy in a certain place of your life, in a different direction. Maybe you need to step up to the plate and put more energy into certain parts of your life. And this is about stepping into some new things in your routine, in your livelihood, in order to bring in that true balance. We have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune says it's time for completion. It's time for endings. It's time to get ready to move into something better. A new season. A new opportunity. We have the Hierophant, tapping into your higher wisdom. Knowing how you can bring in the balance, how you can sit there Sit there with a confidence. So there could be a great confidence in you when you rely on your wisdom a little bit here. So it tells me deep down you know the right choices right now, or you know the answers to some of your questions, or where you don't have clarity. So it's time to really tap into that sage wisdom of yours. Allow your inner truth. We have the Hangman. Wow, powerful cards, huh? Powerful cards. The Hangman. The Hangman is really the energy of 2019, but we always in numerology we um, bring it down to a single digit, unless it's a master number like 11 or 22. We would bring it down to a single digit. And when you're doing the yearly energy, it's always 11. It's never a 2. It's always an 11, unless it's the year 2000, right? That would be, otherwise it's with another number, which would be broken down into a single number. So it's always the 11. So very rarely would you have a 2 energy like we did in the year 2000. So this year, if you go 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9, that is a 12, which is the hangman, which is accepting what you have to work with, what is in your life, letting go, ending a struggle. And maybe it's a struggle that you have, it could be control, it could be where you need to surrender, it might be where you need to sacrifice. It's definitely a time to reflect. It's taking time to just be. It's not letting your ego rule. Page of Pentacles. This is dreaming of your tomorrow. And look at that pentacle. It is huge. You look into it, you hold it out there, and you hold it in your hands, and you look at it as if you are almost in a dream. So it is about expanding. Definitely expanding where you want to go, who you want to become. What is the dream? What is the goal? What is the desire? Is it in education? Is it in travel? Is it something to do with your family? Is it something to do with your work, your career, your involvement within the community, your spirituality, health and well being, even? Let's not rule that out. If you don't have your health, you can't do a lot of the other things. So, and it's how do we really step into this? How do we grow it into bigger and better? Can we grow it so big that it actually kind of makes us hold our breath for a second, almost scare you in some way? Because then you know you're dreaming. Then you know that even if you get halfway, it'll be spectacular. It's going to take courage. And it could possibly be a brand new experience. Okay? It could be something um, that doesn't even resemble your yesterday. We have the Page of Cups. This is about teachers, mentors coming into your life, or perhaps where you are in your life, it is more about you teaching, you giving your wisdom to another. This is about the spirit, the veil being very thin. That God, your angels, your spirit guides, there's an easy communication right now. Follow your intuition. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. But start thinking you can. Start imagining the impossible and how, and not even so much as how you're going to make it possible, because I think the answers will come so long as you have a belief that it might be possible. We have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands represents every path that you have taken until this point. And look at them. They are so strong and straight, and they all have blossoms on it. And you hold this one that's pretty gnarled and beat up and a little crooked. And that's your new path. And as you walk through this path, so it's a big path too, right? It's not something small, even though you might even think it's small right now. And you're going to have to meet new people and step into new opportunities and do new things and different things and learn new things. Yeah, you'll mess up. But at the end of the path, don't worry. It'll be as straight and tall, if not taller, than the others, with blossoms and new growth and experience on it, and judgment. You know, we're nearing the end of the cards here, so this is about coming to the decision, understanding where you really want to step, understanding where you want to put forth your energy or your time, perhaps your finances, making a decision about what's important, making a decision about that priority list. Sun conjunct Saturn, it's all about making the plan, what you can do and what you can't do, and understanding where you don't have control and where you do have control. And where you do have control, how do you move forward with that control? And the Three of Cups. Above all, have fun, laugh, giggle, play. Good news can come in over the next several weeks for you. Definitely good news. Celebration, definitely. Get together with people. Expect to have a good time when you're meeting with other people. And through the holiday season, I think we get together with a lot of different people, whether it's to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And so it's all walks of life. And sometimes we go to some of these things and we're like, oh, I don't want to see this person because they always do this. And, you know, wipe those thoughts out and try and turn to the positive of who you may see, of the enjoyment, the fun you will have. This is also a card that indicates some kind of great message coming to you, something that causes celebration. You know, you get the acceptance letter, you get the nod of approval to go forward in a certain way. Something wonderful, a surprise of a present you weren't expecting appears. So, until we meet again, remember, I do love you.